Welcome to Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a service of KMVT Community Media. I'm Bev Lenahan, your host. Our guest today is Josh Selo, and he's the Executive Director of West Valley Community Services. Thank you for being with us today, Josh. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, today we're going to talk about a subject that's not so comfortable to talk about, but one that's very real here in Silicon Valley, and that's sort of the state of homelessness and hunger in Silicon Valley. We think that we're in such an affluent area, and we shouldn't have to be speaking about these things, but they're very real.
Very real, yeah.
Tell us from West Valley Community Services point of view, how are you seeing this state of homelessness and hunger?
Sure. So we serve 7 zip codes in the West Valley. So it's Cupertino, Saratoga, Montesino, West San Jose, and Los Gatos. And often people will tell me, there's no hunger there. There's no homelessness there. Why do you even exist? And if you look at the census data, there are 22,000 individuals living in poverty in those 7 zip codes, what we would think is some of the most affluent zip codes in the valley.
You bet.
You see a lot of young people, a lot of families in hunger. Just at our own agency, we serve almost 50% of our clients are under the age of 18. So you're seeing the individual clients in the families, a lot of young people, 75% are under the age of 44. So it's a lot of youth faces. So we're trying to figure out, how do we serve this huge need in our community? One of the initiatives we're looking at is taking our services on the road, reaching out to the communities. Our site is in Cupertino, but we have a large geographic area. So we've secured the donation of an RV from Second Harvest Food Bank, and we will, in the fall of 2016, be taking our services out to the community, offering food pantry, case management, and emergency financial assistance on the road in Saratoga, in Los Gatos, partnering with West Valley College and the local churches and faith communities to have a footprint in those areas so that we can serve people where they are and meet this growing demand for help.
Sure, because we know transportation is another challenge too.
A significant issue.
Even if folks wanted to get to you in Cupertino, it would be a challenge. So,
yeah, we had a client last week. It took him 4 hours each direction to get to us from Los Gatos on the bus. And by the time he got back home, the food that he'd gotten from us was no longer edible. And that's so sad. So sad. And if you're trying to help people get back to work, having them spend an entire day on the bus, it just doesn't make sense. We want to make it easy for people.
I was so glad to hear you say that case management would be part of your touring bus. Being able to satisfy an immediate need, whether it's food or housing, is one thing, but being able to change your life so that you, so one can be out of poverty and have a life that's productive and contributing is really the end goal.
Absolutely.
And in order to do that, that needs some case management, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That case manager is that key factor to help a person who's struggling to get back on their feet. And they provide the referrals to the other services that will complement what we offer at West Valley.
Well, it's really critical, I think, too. But I'm excited to see what this van's going to look like. And you'll probably have some nice decor on the side so people will be able to identify you.
Absolutely.
And you're probably working out your touring schedule right now.
Yes. The key for us is to make sure that the community knows what days they can expect us to be there so that we build that level of trust and they know where they can go for help.
So that leads me to, how will they know, and how can people help out there?
Well, there's 2 ways. One is our case managers will be doing outreach to the local communities, working with the faith leaders and the city officials. The other way is our website. Everyone is mobile nowadays.
Yes, they
are. Anyone will be able to find the information out this fall on our website, www.wvcommunityservices.org, and our full touring schedule will be available there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and all good fortune. I will have to check out this van in the fall.
We'll be happy to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.